If you've ever been frustrated by Google giving you more clutter than clarity, you're going to love what I'm about to show you. Hi, it's Chantal and welcome to AI for 50 Plus. Today, I'm really excited to share with you my go-to AI search engine, Perplexity. But before we go to my computer, I would recommend in this case that you use the app version instead of the web version. Because with the app version, you can use dictation, you will be able to use also keyboard shortcuts and also share your screen live, whereas on the web, you can't. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same setup. For the app, you would go, if you're an Apple user, you would go to the Apple App Store, and for all of the others, you would go to the Google Play Store. So let's go to my computer. This is what you would see when you would open your app. On the web, it's pretty much the same as well. So let's go through those icons first before we navigate out of this page. So the first one here on the left is Search or Pro Search. So I'm going to talk to you first about the free version because that's the one I've been using, but I will tell you a bit more about the Pro functionalities after. This is Pro or Pro Search, and within the free model, you can have up to 3 Pro searches a day. If I click here, for example, I've used them all, so it brings me to the pricing, which is, this is in Canadian dollars, by the way. Normally it's $20 US for the Pro, and the Max is $200 US both a month. If you want to compare with what Google does, if you're in the regular search here, and when we go here for the sources, you will see that this is what Google does, but as you can see, there's much more than that Perplexity does. This one here is, I won't click on it because I'm not a Pro or a Max user, but the second one is Research, so it's a much more detailed and comprehensive report that you would get, and it takes a bit more time, but it's apparently awesome. I've never tried it. This one here, I'm just checking on my notes, is Labs, and I will be talking a bit more about Labs when I talk to you about Pro. Because that's a great feature. It looks amazing. So maybe at some point I'll splurge, but for now, know that this is Lab. If we continue on here, those are the models that you can choose. So normally they would use Sonar for a free user, or if you have a pro, one of your 3 pro searches, you can go for best or choose any of those except for the ones that are written Max. So Max, of course, is the Max subscription, so you would not be able to use those. So that's to choose the model. The next one here are the sources. And when I said what Google does is it's web and a regular search here. Now, even with the free version, you can go academic. Whoops. Yes. So you can look at research. You can also look at finance. Yes. And you can go social as well. And then here you have the attached files, and it brings me directly to my computer. And in the free version, you can put up to 3 different sources or files. So that's very helpful. Then you have the voice mode. Voice mode is more like a conversation. So you would ask the question verbally, and you would get the answer verbally as well. The share screen is where you would share your screen. It's very simple. If you're doing a research and you want to share something with Perplexity, you can actually share it. And dictation is when you ask your question verbally, but the answer comes back in a written format. So those are the different icons here. Already you can see that there's much more than Google. It's very comprehensive. When you go here at the bottom here, when I was mentioning for the app version, you have the shortcut, the keyboard shortcuts, so you have them here. And you can customize them. And then finally, you go to the top here, top left, and this what brings you to all of the chats that I've had with Perplexity, not all of them, but just a few. And home would bring you, if you're within a chat and you keep that side open, if you want to go back to this one to ask to start a new chat, you either go to new thread or you come to home and you'll have the possibility of starting a new chat here. Then you have Discover, which are different stories, and you can like them here. And also you have Spaces, which is awesome. So Spaces is really a way to organize your information. You can base it on, organize them based on the topic or on the sources. And what you do is when you're in a, I'll go to, here we go, let's go to MacBook Air compared to MacBook Pro. I asked the question, and if I wanted to put it, so it's saved in bookmarks now because I clicked here in my bookmarks because I wanted to be able to access it. And by as soon as you have a bookmark, it creates, and I'll bring you to Spaces, a space for all your bookmarks. So that one is a bit different. It's not necessarily by topics. It's actually the bookmarks, the articles or the research that you want to keep and you want to be able to refer to. But if you're in another, let's say, where do I go? Here you go. What does Nano Banana do? So if I would want to put this in a space and start looking at, I don't know, image creation or video creation software, AI software, I would click here and I could say add to space. If you put add to space, it brings you to the spaces that you have already. And basically the spaces are folders, really, where you can put different topics. So I have Perplexity's functionality, living in France, my YouTube competition, AI trends idea. So it's really where you put all the folders. And it looks a lot like projects in ChatGPT. For example, living in France. I saved it in living in France. Wait a second. I'm going to correct that. Swap space. Actually, no, I don't want to swap, so it's good. I'm showing you that functionality. I wanted to a bit later, but hey, remove from space, perfect. So if I want to go, for example, in living in France, you will see, in this case, unfortunately, I only have one chat, but you would see the different chats that I've put in there. In this case, I went for a deep research, so I was able to do a lot, so I kept it there. So Spaces, really awesome, and if you want to create a new space because one of your chats you want to keep it, you want to start a project, and you don't want to put it in one of the existing ones, you would press here that plus sign, and then you put the title. You can choose an icon, which I haven't done for the others. You can have a description here, and your prompt really to have the best question possible for your AI. I will put the video that I've done recently about how to create a great prompt, and it's helpful for, it was for ChatGPT, but it's also very good for Perplexity as well. Those are Spaces, and in the library on the side here, you would have all of the chats that you've had that recently. Something that you have also that Google does not have is you can actually sort the answer. You can look only at the images, which they have in Google, but you can also look at the sources. And that's really interesting because you can go and check them out. And if you look here, there's quite a few sources. So if I click here on sources, I will see where it took the summary of what it gave me. So I have all of the sources here, or I can go click here at the bottom. I can click one here, and it brings you actually to the source itself. You can add to, once you have the chat, to different things, a reading list, but you can also share it to all of these things. You can copy the link as well if you want to do it this way. So that's very helpful. You can, here is read aloud. Oh, I think it's only for Pro, obviously. So yes, this is for read aloud, and we've seen this already. You can remove some space, put into a space. You can delete the whole chat as well if you want to. That would be the functionalities for the free plan, and as you can see, there's quite a lot in there. Now, for the pro plan, you can decide if you want a regular search or a pro search, and instead of having 3 a day, you have unlimited pro searches. You have no limits for the uploads here to attach files. In free, of course, it's 3 of them. You have deep research that is really, really interesting if you want to really go more in depth and you want to have more details. You can also generate images, which I can't do in the free plan. You have in the 3 dots, let me go into one of my chats here. In the 3 dots, you would also have another functionality that is convert to web page, which is also great. And you have here, which is the labs. The labs, it's a project-based tool, and it's when you want outputs like a detailed report, even more than research, spreadsheets, dashboards. It's not just providing information, but it also analyzes and creates projects. It's a deep web browsing that is possible, and the outputs would appear, whatever you create there would appear in the assets. And just to show you one last time, I'll go here. When you go on top here, you have, that's Perplexity or the text, you have images, you have sources, but you would also have here assets. And that would, you can reuse those assets and you don't lose them, of course. And there's one that I haven't, of course, I don't have in my plan, but it's called Comet, and that's only for the max plan. And Comet really is an entire browser. So I will try to research it a bit more, and if I don't have to pay for it, I'll bring it to you so that we can have a look and see what it's about. So basically, that's what we have for free and the pro versions. So as you can see, Perplexity has much more to offer than Google. And as a recap, here are I think there's 11 of them that I chose to actually highlight. So the first one is structured breakdown of information, whether in the form of text, images, assets, sources. You can also powerful searches, and of course up to 3 in free, unlimited in pro. You can upload your documents in free up to 3 for each query, and you can ask questions on those documents. You can organize your research in spaces. You can use dictation, two-way voice mode as well, and you have a flexible way of exporting in various formats, whether it's PDF or doc or markdown. So that's all in the free version. In the pro version, you have unlimited uploads with Google Drive and Dropbox integrated. You can do deep research with a very detailed and comprehensive report. You can generate images. You can also convert responses into a web page. And you have the labs environment that actually allows you to do advanced tasks like code execution, chart generation, dashboards, and spreadsheets. So that's why I've made Perplexity AI my go-to AI search engine. I find it clearer. I find that I can do more with the answers as well. And it's not just a search that I've lost. It's actually something that I can use in other types of projects, even with other AI software. So for example, I've done some researches, quite a few in Perplexity, and then use them in ChatGPT as well. So very helpful, and the sky's the limit, really. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week.